I'm pretty sure the first thing y'all notice, there's a bus right there. That's not even why I'm recording this, but there's a bus right there. I guess my neighbors have a bus. I mean, there's only 4 days left for high school or any school, so they must have just bought a bus. I don't understand, but I don't think I ever showed that I got the first gen LS wheels on here. I've actually had them on here for a while, but just haven't showed y'all. They're actually pretty clean. The reason why I trade is because I have my set from my old LS, the rims that came on it, and there's no point in having two of the same set of rims, so I trade for these, and I'm gonna put those other rims back on when I get them painted. Yeah, but I'm gonna show you what I've done in the last month or so since I posted. So I got a K&N comb filter right here. Like it was super ghetto the way I even hooked this together. Like I cut this away from my air box, and I literally had to super glue the mass airflow sensor on because I had to reverse it. And when you try to start it up when it's like reverse, it's not going to do anything because the air's going the opposite way, so it's just going to shut your car off. And also, since it's a short ram as it sits, I decided I was going to run an intake through my fog light. Let's see if you can see in there. Yeah, but it actually helps a lot. You can actually hear the intake really well. But on the last video I was talking about my alternators whining. See if you can see in there. Got a new alternator. I bought the original Ford one because I didn't want to have to keep replacing it, because you gotta literally get underneath the car to get it out, which a lot of people say it takes them like 3 hours, when it took me about an hour of actually doing work, because we actually lost a bolt inside the engine, or like it was under there. We couldn't really see it until we lowered the car down a little bit, and then we ended up finding it. But we looked all around the shop for it because my brother works at Lincoln, and we went there and did it because they have all the tools and everything. And I got a new battery too because my other one was 7 years old. Yeah, but that's about it that I've done. I don't really see a change in the exhaust sound, honestly, with this, but you can definitely hear the intake a lot louder. I don't know if I ever showed, pretty sure I did. Got the touchscreen radio in now. It's Alpine. Actually, I'll also show you what I got back here. And I don't understand why they were all pushed up against each other. Gotta tie them down or something. But I got a Alpine Type R 12-inch. Bought that for 75 bucks at a pawn shop. And I got my Addictive 10 back here, which, for that same reason, the cone cracked when it was I had it facing towards the back, and I got pushed against here and it was still beating, and then it cracked the cone. So I wasn't even like, I don't see how it got pushed together, because it's not like I was drifting or anything. I just had to keep them away from each other. But these are actually both hooked up on a single channel 1500 watt amp, and they actually beat pretty well, honestly. I had it on a 6000 watt amp, but the amp was too big and it kept like touching the ground, and the sparking, and the ground wire melted. So I mean, it was my brother's amp. I didn't want to mess it up, so I just gave it back to him and just hooked them both up on a single channel, and it works fine. But I mean, other than that, that's about all there is to my LS.